Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you for listening to this episode of Marriage Therapy Radio. My name is Zach. I'm here with Laura. I don't know if Laura knows this, but this episode is coming out on our 5th anniversary. This is the 5th anniversary of Marriage Therapy Radio. We started in October of 2017. And so, hey, congratulations to us and happy anniversary, Laura. Happy anniversary, Marriage Therapy Radio. Happy anniversary to all of you who've been hanging out with us. It's been really fun, and I'm grateful for you. As you know, we have a fantasy football league here at Marriage Therapy Radio. The Golden Donuts, that's my team. We're playing the Colorado Rocky Mountain Oysters. If you don't know what a Rocky Mountain Oyster is, you should check it out. Maybe don't Google it, though. You might not like what you find. But Jen, who is their manager from Colorado, she sent me smack talk in the middle of the weekend. She was like talking trash about the game because she thought she was going to win, but she lost, and I won. So the Golden Donuts, we're 3-1. There's another team out there, it's 4-0. Another team that's 3-1. So I'm kind of in first place. Laura's in last place. She's 0-4, which delights me in this year of competition. This week on the podcast, Laura introduces a topic that's near and dear to her heart. We're talking about kind of how to listen, particularly when your partner has a complaint or a criticism. You know, what's the right way to respond? And we do this in real time, as sometimes we are wont to do. This is a very cool conversation. Stick around.
Do we
You have the time to listen to me rhyme. No, whine about nothing and everything all at once. Yep.
I am one of them.
Melodramatic fools. Welcome to the concert, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I have to tell you the funniest thing. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. If you know Jack Johnson, there is a request out there. So Holden and I went to the Jack Johnson concert here in Bend. And my son is 7 years old, and the concert, I think Jack went on at 8:00. So just think about a 7-year-old and 8:00 p.m. What typically happens is that we are turning the lights out after reading, and we're snoozing at that point. So he's rocking out, jumping around, putting on a show with his glow in the dark bracelets and stuff. People are enjoying the vibe. 6:00, 7:00, Jack goes on. Literally the only concert I've ever been excited to go to. The rest of them I've just kind of gone along for the ride.
Okay.
He goes on, and I have my kid on my shoulders, and I kid you not, he made it through half a song before he was like, oh, I'm tired, I want to go home. So I, of course, wanted to stand as close to the stage as possible with my 7-year-old. So he has his earplugs in. He lays down on the ground at my feet because everybody's standing up. And 3 of us moms that had gone to the concert together stood basically straddling him like a herd of elephants protecting their young child, and body checked everybody that was trying to wiggle their way up to the stage. And that's how I finished out the Jack Johnson concert. But the reason why I'm telling you this is that he wanted to be a strip of bacon for Halloween.
That tracks.
Yeah. His piano teacher said, we're going to do a special Halloween concert, and what are you wearing? And would you like to incorporate a song that goes with your costume? He hadn't communicated any of this to me. He comes home and he says, Mom, I'm going to be a piece of bacon. I'm going to play a song about breakfast. So we are now playing Banana Pancakes.
Banana Pancakes, yeah.
By Jack Johnson.
Right on.
And I say we because I have to know how to play the song in order to teach my kid how to play the song.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
She said she's going to reach out to Jack and invite him to the concert.
Sure.
So if you're listening, Jack, and you'd like to come back to Bend, Oregon to watch a 7-year-old in a bacon costume performing Banana Pancakes, you are invited.
He is notably not on social media. He's not listening, and he's what he's probably doing right now is just. Well,
he might not be on social media, but he's married, and he could be listening to this podcast.
Yeah, he probably is.
He probably has a lot of really smart friends who listen to this podcast. So just get the word back to Jack, and that would be great. And Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm still waiting on Jake.
All right.
You have nothing to say to that one, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Follow up.
I got to talk to you, though, about this flossing toothbrush thing because we got a lot of feedback.
Did we get feedback?
Yeah.
What was it?
All right. So Kristen says, gag, Zach. Both are gross, Laura. Ooh.
Ooh.
XO. So Kristen loves us, but she thinks we're both gross.
We're disgusting.
Brisha, I think is her name. She says, Laura wins in the gross battle.
Oh, nuts.
both are gross, but sharing a toothbrush is on another level.
Yeah.
So far.
Toothbrushes. We have multiple toothbrushes, FYI.
So far, there's one win and one loss and one tie. So I'm sorry, there's no wins. Whatever. So
whatever.
far,
we're both disgusting.
We're both disgusting.
Okay,
but Claire was very thorough.
Oh, boy.
Claire said, dental hygienist from Georgia weighing in.
Okay.
Laura is sharing her oral bacteria with her family members, something families already do without food, drink sharing, kissing, etc.
Yep.
Zach is reusing floss from the shower wall where a variety of bacteria and fungi thrive.
That's right.
Neither practice is ideal, but hey, times are hard. Even if you choose not to buy a third brush or single-use floss, I'm just happy you're keeping your teeth clean. So keep it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But she didn't. So
she didn't weigh in.
She didn't weigh in, but to me, it sounds like that I am doing
sort
something.
Of leaning Laura in that one for sure.
That's right. That's right.
She says, personally, though, I wouldn't enjoy taking a shower with someone else's floss stuck to the wall.
Me neither.
Yeah. And then yesterday, I got a brand new client into my practice, and she was a dentist. And I was like, do you mind if at the end of our session, I ask you a quick question? First time I've ever met this lady.
Yeah.
First time, and she
may or may not come back to see you.
She might not come back. She was listening to me describe this situation, and she was dumbfounded. She was like, what is happening right now? But she also was like, I think there's a bacteria problem with the floss thing. Mm-hmm. So I will concede that I lose the tooth care battle thing. However, I'm still better than you at fantasy football. You're 0-3.
That's true. But I did pay attention this last week. Yeah. And so I cannot figure out how to turn on the alerts, because here's something that I think is really cool. I think I'm a catch, like as a female. I think that when I'm out in public.
That's good luck. Good news.
Yeah, it's good news. I think when I'm out in public, the general consensus is like, she's okay looking. She's sort of average size. She's got a decent, she's got a great personality. She's smart. But here's why I think I'm the catch is that when something happens and then my phone makes the ESPN sound, what's the sound?
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Yeah. It's kind of like dogs flocking to like a bone, So I kind of feel like if my alert goes off, men around me are going to be like, ooh, she just went from a 6.5 to a 9.5 just with that sound. That's why I think I'm a catch. But my problem is that I cannot figure out how to turn my alerts on.
I think you do that in the app.
I need to do that.
Or you can do that in the settings of your iPhone. Do you have an iPhone?
I do. You know what I would love to find if somebody knows how to do this?
You have an iPhone, but you still use a PC and Word. You still use Word.
Don't judge me for using Word. I use it every so often. I'm using a pen and paper right now. Do you want to judge me for that?
That's fine. Pen and paper is awesome. I think you should love paper.
I mean, do I need to use Google Docs? I don't even know what the alternative to Word is.
Yeah, you gotta use Google Docs.
All right, whatever. Is there a ringtone that is Kim Kardashian talking?
Oh my God. I hope not. Probably.
Because I would love for you to get that ringtone. Just saying.
I'm not doing that.
You would go from a 9 to a 2.
I'm still entertaining the fantasy that I've never heard her voice.
Okay.
But I'm totally addicted to Hulu right now. And there's a show that I guess it's called The Kardashians. And every time I turn on Hulu, there's kind of the preview of the show.
I guess it's called The Kardashians.
Yeah.
I love you.
And, so it's going to happen. It's going to happen any minute.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's a really smart businesswoman. She's got yeah. Okay. I do have things to talk about because you pinged me yesterday and you said you better have something to talk about. Oh, by the way, are we still on camera? Like, the visual?
You are.
I'm on camera?
Yeah. I mean, on the internet web, on the Instagrams and stuff. They make a little video clip of us every week. And
are we on YouTube at all, or is that not happening?
We're on the YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. So if people wanted to see us.
Yep. In your biking jersey today.
Yeah. This is my Tucson one. My Tucson Century's coming up.
If you gave me 3 guesses about where that shirt came from, I would guess Tucson.
Because of the colors?
No, because it says Tucson on the front.
Which I just learned how to spell. It's Tucson. Tucson. Okay. One
more thing. Sorry. Did you see the other note? Speaking of fantasy football, Jesse and Allie were like so thrilled that they heard their names on the podcast. So this is now 2 weeks in a row. Anyway, you're welcome. And of course, we're going to talk about you. You're our friends.
Hold on. So you've won every single one of your games?
No, I'm 2-1.
Or matches? You're 2-1. I lost
last week. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You're 0-3.
Thank you.
But by the time this comes out, we'll have played a fourth game. So who knows?
Okay. Well, okay. Here's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
I was working with a couple yesterday, and I work a lot on just trying to give some folks some skills. If they kind of feel like, so this is, if you're in a relationship and this is you, then this will work for you. But it's
so if you're in a relationship and you are you, then this will work for you.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Firing on all cylinders.
Okay.
It's fine because it only took us 10 minutes to get to like actual material to talk to our listeners about.
We had a lot to cover this week.
We sure did. And I have energy today. Okay. We've talked about gentle startup before. Gentle startup is a Gottman concept that basically says how you start a conversation is how the conversation is going to end. And he has data that basically shows, hey, if you come out and you're frustrated with your partner and you have something really important you want to communicate to your partner, if you start that conversation off harshly, if you start it off critically, there's a prediction that basically says how you start that conversation, 94% of the time, you're going to follow suit. So what we teach in our office is how are you gentle? How are you gentle enough with your partner and communicating your needs or your complaint or your whatever it might be, your frustration in a way that's gentle for them to hear you versus moving away from you or getting defensive, right? So that's gentle startup. I work with couples on the beginning of it, like the speaker of, hey, here's a complaint that I have, and here's how I can communicate that to you in a way that brings you near versus pushes you away. But then the second half of that is, as the listener, how do you respond to your partner? And that's what I wanted to focus on today, is just these three components that I love for couples to nail. And it's kind of, I give the 101 version, and then in later sessions, I'll go in more deeply on each sort of piece of it. But there's three components to how do you respond when your partner comes to you and basically says, hey, here's a complaint that I have, and it involves you. And how do you respond to that?
I like it because it kind of plays on what we actually talked about last week. And if you missed last week, that's the beginning of the tooth inquiry battle thing. But also we were talking about this idea of how you have to kind of press pause. Like, well, when things are beginning to kind of maybe heat up or feel sketchy, like, can you slow down long enough to make a choice? And then you're saying today, here's a choice you can make.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I'm into it.
Okay. So here's how we're going to play this game. Are you ready? This is you and me playing this game. We're going to use a management tactic. It's called the start, stop, continue game. Have you ever done this with your couples? You have?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I haven't done it with couples, but I have done this in my life.
Okay. So in order to practice this, we're going to have some real material. I want for you, Zach Brittle, my friend and colleague, to think of one thing you want to request from me. It's a need that you want me to start doing, stop doing, and continue doing. Okay? All right. So this is the part where you think, and you actually write this down, and we'll have Jason pause while it's like, do, 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 do.
Man, it's like the musical episode of Marriage Therapy Radio.
I know. But I really do want you to write these down. I'm going to write something.
Oh, I don't have a pen or a paper. That's not
just
my
pull
life.
out Word. You have Word on your on your laptop.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Well, if we're pausing, I'm going to go get some water. So I'll think about it while I'm doing
All right.
that.
We're pausing.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Are you also writing things you want me to start, stop, and continue?
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game.
Just figure out one. It just has to be like choose one start or one stop or one continue.
Fine.
Okay. Mine's real though.
Great.
All right. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. So all I was doing was with the start, stop, continue is I'm just giving us content to be able to practice the skill of the gentle startup, but then also how do you respond when your partner has a request from you? I would like for you to use the gentle startup in making your request of me. Basically. Okay. All right. So you can pick any of the ones that you wrote down, any of the examples, but I want you to use the formula that just as a reminder, gentle startup. You use the formula, I feel, So you're going to talk about your feeling first, which is going to open me up to you, because when we talk with our feelings, it's soft and you're talking about yourself. I feel about, you're going to describe the situation, and then you're going to make your request, your ask. And I would really love it if, I need, or I'd appreciate it if. So I feel about, and I need. Okay, go ahead, Zach.
Okay, I had to edit mine because of what you just said. All right, so now I am.
Which are you using, the start, stop, or continue?
This is start. This is the first one.
Okay, all right.
Okay. I feel frustrated and annoyed when you don't read my emails, and I need you to read and confirm that you read my emails, particularly when they're detail oriented.
Okay. I found myself getting a little defensive.
Okay.
Because the read your emails, because I might read them, I just don't respond back to them.
Then I want you to stop saying, when I say, do you read my emails? I want you to stop saying, no, I don't read your emails.
Okay.
That's the data I'm working with. Do you read these? No, I don't.
Okay.
All
right. So say that. Say that again.
Start over.
Yeah, I feel
frustrated and annoyed when I send you a detail-oriented email that you don't read. And I need you to read and acknowledge the details that I send you.
Okay. Now I'm going to teach you. So that was perfect.
Thank you so much.
It was brief. Yes. It followed the formula. It was gentle enough where I am willing to respond to you. Like I can actually respond and lean into your request versus getting caught up in a defensive response or reaction. Okay, so here's how I want for you to think about what is my job now as the listener to attend to what you just said. First of all, I'm going to paraphrase what you just said. What I hear is that you are annoyed that I don't read the emails that you've put a lot of time and energy into creating, and that you would like for me to respond to them. Did I get that right?
There's one part that I would tweak, which is it's not that I put a lot of time and energy into them. It's just that they're very specific. And while they may not take time and energy, they are relevant to our time together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're annoyed and frustrated that I'm not responding to your emails or even reading those emails. You really would like for me to respond to them.
I'd like to know that when I tell you something and you tell me that you got it, that you actually got it.
That I got it, that I took the time to process it, to thoughtfully go through that email rather than just sort of glossing over it, which is what I tend to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did I get it?
Or I actually have a better idea too.
Oh.
Or please just tell me the best way to communicate details to you so that I can have confidence that you are tracking with the details.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like the most important piece to you is making sure that I'm getting that, that I'm tracking the information you're trying to impart upon me.
I'd like to not ask you for things three times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're doing this exercise. Okay. So first,
by the way,
thing
Jason too. I got to do the same thing with Jason. I got to
Jason's
you're not off the hook there, buddy.
Jason's our producer, our
just
third.
Pretend like you are also listening to this.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. He's made a request. Now you need to respond to it.
Actually, so what's really happening is I'm not talking to you, Laura. I'm just talking to him.
Okay.
I'm proxy.
Okay.
No, I'm teasing. No, you're bad at this too. Okay. Go.
Okay. So I'm paraphrasing.
Yes.
And what's important is that I just make sure, right? Yeah. I say, did I get it? Did I get it all? And you corrected me like 3 times because you wanted to make sure, right?
And I also don't want you thinking that I said something I didn't say.
Right.
That's important.
Exactly. Yeah. It is important. It's important that whatever the filter is that I'm hearing you through, that I'm hearing what you have to say, and I'm not adding in my own interpretation of it. I'm literally just paraphrasing. Okay. So I paraphrase back to you. Now, the second piece of what I'm going to do is I'm going to validate your feelings. Okay. So I might have my own perspective and point of view. This is not the opportunity for me to share that or to correct you. All I'm doing is I'm going to pay attention to the feeling that you said at the very beginning. You had two. I'm annoyed and frustrated. That's your truth.
Yeah,
and that is
maybe irritated. I don't remember. We can roll back the tape. But
okay, sure. Irritated, annoyed, and frustrated. All three of those.
Okay, yeah.
Which is fine. Yeah. So now I'm going to validate your feelings. Zach, I know that this bothers you. And it totally should bother you. I understand. I understand.
Sorry,
we're trying to teach here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. I understand what it feels like to have something that you're trying to give somebody some information and not have them respond back to it or have to repeat yourself over and over. And that is super annoying. So I understand that. How frustrating that can be. So I just validated your feelings. Yes. Now, step 3, I'm going to accommodate. So accommodating is basically saying, I'm going to join in the solution here. So you had an ask. What was your ask? What was it that
I just want to know that when I communicate to you something important and you say you got it, that you actually got it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that was the ask. Now, accommodating is me saying, hey, I really like you. You're my buddy.
Okay.
And I care about you, and I'm going to try and say yes to you as much as possible. Saying yes to you doesn't mean I'm just going to roll over and your ask could be really big. This one's pretty simple.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm going to communicate something to you that basically says I'm willing to join in the solution. And my solution or how I'm going to accommodate you is I'm going to say, Zach, when things are really important, information-wise, I have found that I do much better with verbal communication where we sit down and I kind of take notes and I put things in my calendar. That tends to be the easiest way for me to be able to say, I'm here, I'm listening, I've got the information, here's how I'm going to organize it. So in the future, when there's something important, maybe we should schedule a meeting and have a face-to-face like we're doing right now.
Okay.
Would that work for you?
If it works for you, I can make it work for me. It's not my preference, but I will accommodate you because I don't want to ask you things 3 times.
Yeah. That's super annoying and not very efficient. Okay. So just to reiterate what we worked on.
And scene, did we do that? No.
And scene. This is real. Now here's what I'm going to do. We're going to repeat this process so that folks are kind of following us. I'm going to now have a request, a need, a want, whatever it might be. It's a complaint, essentially. And I'm going to use the gentle startup. And I would really love for you to follow my formula of paraphrase, validate, accommodate. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Zach.
Yes.
I feel excluded in the plans that we have with this other podcast that we're working on and with our sponsorships. And I would love for you to CC me on the emails when you are coordinating those with different folks. That's my gentle startup.
Okay. Now I actually have a couple of real thoughts about that.
Yeah. It's the first time I'm bringing this up, but
it's the first time you're bringing it up, but also I actually think, here's one thing I think. We have talked before about whether or not you...
Hold on.
What?
I want you to just follow the formula.
I know, but you didn't say something that you were feeling.
I did. I feel excluded.
That's not a feeling.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me...
I feel excluded as you are excluding me. That's not I feel something. I feel sad. I feel lonely. I feel small.
Let me express a little bit more of what's going on.
Okay.
Can I ask, did you find yourself getting defensive because I wasn't talking about myself and my feelings in that moment?
Yeah. And I went to this other thing, which is, hey, I thought I was doing you a favor.
Right. Okay.
I thought you told me, I'm so glad you're doing this and I don't have to be a part of this.
Okay. So let me soften this because I want for you to be able to hear me and respond to me rather than get it caught up in your own thoughts and response. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but interesting trap. It was an interesting trap because I was I started thinking about me instead of you. So, I can do it again.
And that's the whole point. Okay. So rather than using the word or the thought of feeling excluded, the feeling that I have is, let me flip it a little bit.
Okay.
I feel prideful and more excited when I am included and feel like I have agency in projects that we're working on. And I would love it if you CC'd me to include me on the communication with our sponsors and with this other podcast so that I can have that experience of feeling pumped on these projects.
I love it.
Okay.
I want that for you. Like, I want you to feel included and proud. So I think I heard you say you get proud and excited and feel energized when you are connected to projects that are important. And do you want me specifically to add you to communications that are about the details of these projects?
Yes, you got it. And then you asked me, is there anything else? Did I get it all?
Is there anything else? Did I get it all?
You did. You nailed it.
I'm so glad for that.
So that's paraphrase. Now validate.
Okay, validate. Yeah, I actually know that about you, and I'm relieved and excited to hear that is a direction that you're interested in, because I was that's helpful to have you be engaged in the process behind the scenes for sure.
Okay,
is that validating?
Yeah, you know that about me. Yeah, I feel validated. Like,
makes sense.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Your feelings make sense. I can understand why you feel that way. Is basically what all you need to say with validation.
Yeah.
Okay, accommodation. And I want you to, this is going to be hard because I know what you want to say, but we're not there yet. You haven't earned it yet. You got to earn it.
I don't know what I want to say. Although I will say 100%, I will CC you on every single email that I send. And
sweet.
You can be caught up in all of it. That would be fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So you followed all the steps. Now you have earned the right to be able to say, hey, I just heard your truth and your request, and I need to share my truth and my request. Now's the point where you get to share your truth, because this is where I said I know what you're going to say.
Well, you know, I have this big grin on my face because what you just said is the exact opposite of what I brought to you, which is I don't feel like you read the emails that I send you. And you're like, please send me more emails.
This is so great.
I was like, okay. If we can do it, that's totally fine. I will
blow up your inbox, sister.
Have proactively removed you from that process because you told me straight up, I do not read these. I do not want these. So like, okay. But hey, to have you more engaged, I'm all about it. 100%. Yes, please. And sure thing. You got it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll share my truth is that I have discovered something about myself in these last 6 months that I have taken a dip in what I would call my inspired life. So I kind of I stopped accepting new clients back in May. So my practice started to slow down, and it's about a 6-month lag time because like couples stick with us for about 6 months or so to a year. And anyway, I started to hit this like lag where, gosh, come around August, September, I'm like, man, I'm kind of feeling sort of uninspired and I don't really know what it is. And I want to feel engaged and I want to feel inspired and I want to feel pumped. So now I'm trying to figure out what that is for me. And yes, it's different from what I've communicated to you in the past, but I'm kind of just like throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Totally.
And I'm hoping that you'll join me on the spaghetti throwing process.
Absolutely. And,
awesome.
Like very practically, I think it was a good case study in the sense that like, while we are sort of working out a real thing in real time, there is something different between I feel excluded about the negative thing because yes, I did get defensive about that because I don't think excluded is a feeling. It's like telling somebody I feel abandoned, I feel abused, I feel, and so I have to decide if I've excluded you. And then of course I went to, I have, absolutely have.
But I came out I would say I came out a little harsh. And here's what I know is that checking in with your partner, whoever you're communicating with, I know that Zach Brittle, you tend toward defensiveness. And so what I chose was, rather than go down the route of trying to find a word that might be synonymous with excluded, I chose to flip it because I had a feeling that you would respond better to 100%. What it feels like when I have the experience of being included. And that's what I'm yearning for.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think that is something that we and I talk about all the time. Like, what if you take this complaint that you have and you highlight the negative feeling? And then what if you did flip it over? and say, I feel really connected to you when you make eye contact with me at the end of your workday. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. 100% I'm going to make more eye contact with you.
Cool.
I feel sad and lonely when you come home and go straight to the room and change your clothes and don't talk to me. I'm like, okay, that's another thing I failed at,
So I do hear that often recently, more with, I would say, men that are saying, I feel like a failure. I feel like nothing I do is good enough. I feel like all you do is complain. Well, in reality, females complain more often than men. That's just something that we know from the data. So you're not wrong in saying that that's what it feels like. So what I would say is, if that is coming out of your partner's mouth, work on flipping it. Tell them how they're crushing it or how they have crushed it in the past and how that's what you're yearning for. I feel so connected to you when you lock eyes with me and connect with me when you walk in the door before you go to your bedroom and change clothes. I feel so included and valued when you hold my hand and introduce me to people at the dinner party. All of those things. I mean, that's a great way to make your partner feel amazing rather than feel like they're falling short all the time.
Yeah.
So what did you think of my listening activity, the response piece?
I like it. I mean,
paraphrase, validate, accommodate.
When you told me about it yesterday, I was sort of like, wait, what is that? PVA? We need a little sexier hook on it.
I know.
Somehow, but
let's outsource it. Our listeners are pretty stinking great at getting back to us. So if you can find either like different labels for the process that maybe makes a word or it has some kind of a fun way to remember it, then let's do it. But paraphrase, validate, accommodate. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's land this plane. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I dropped Mary off at school today and I asked her, I was like, why do maybe you know the answer to this question. Why do girls walk in packs of like 3 and 5 and 7?
And not 4 and 6 and 8?
Well, it's kind of an odd request, right?
Oh, that was good. We did get a dad joke.
You were supposed to say, I can't even. That's why they walk in groups of 3 and 5 and 7, because they can't even.
Oh. Hold on. We did get a really nice email from someone
in Rwanda.
Yes.
That's baller.
But Jason told me that I can't say the dad joke on the.
It's not a dad joke. It's actually just.
I don't understand the joke. Will you explain it to me off air?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. But we are I think we do need some dad jokes. So if you have dad jokes up your sleeve, hit us up on the Instagram.
One. Yeah, right on.
Or you can email us info@Marriage Therapy Radio, which I am now committing to reading and acknowledging that I have received your email.
Okay. That sounds
wow. Great. Man, I feel great. I feel like we just did a little therapy session.
There you go. All right.
All right, let's land it.
Good luck in your fantasy football game this week.
Oh, thank you. Golden Donuts.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Marriage Therapy Radio. You may have heard us talking a little bit about this other podcast. I'm pretty excited to say that it'll be coming out in October. We will definitely point you to it when it is released. Zach and I are super excited to be talking about lots of amazing things and bringing on some very cool experts. So we'll let you know as soon as we know when it's been produced and released. But thanks so much for all of your time and attention, making your relationship better today than it was yesterday.